Hello, hello, hello. Welcome once again to the second video of the day for Quoth Raven Lewis Bright Raven. This is day 16 for Booktober, and our book today, second book today, is The Magic Order by Mark Millar and Olivier Coipel. This is a book that was produced through Netflix, as you can hopefully see. There you go, Netflix there, and Image. So I don't know how that all works. I guess it's going to be something that's actually going to be translated into television series as well on Netflix, possibly. Not sure how that works, but it'll be translated into television series. Sorry about that. My video was double playing there. Let's go ahead and get started on that. There we go. And this is The Magic Order, Volume 1, 1999. Publisher, Netflix and Image Comics. Writer is Mark Millar. Artist is Olivier Coipel. Colors by Dave Stewart and lettering by Peter Doherty. The genre is supernatural thriller. It was released in 2019. What it's about: we live in a world where we've never seen a monster, and the Magic Order is the reason that we sleep safely in our beds. Magic meets the mob in the Magic Order as 5 families of magicians, sworn to protect our world for generations, must battle an enemy who's picking them off one by one. By day, they live among us as our neighbors, friends, and co-workers, but by night they are the sorcerers, magicians, and wizards that protect us from the forces of darkness, unless the darkness gets them first. Now, as I said, I didn't realize this was backed by Netflix. I'm going to presume that this means at some point the series is going to be adapted to television. The way it's produced, the way it's written and drawn, it seems certainly viable for that. The big problem with this book, however, is that it delves right into the broken families of the Order instead of showing the stuff that they're supposed to be protecting the rest of us from. It really becomes all about the Moonstone family and their inner turmoils and faults, while they fend off the challenge of Madame Albany, who wants to take over the Order from them and run it herself. There's quite a lot of tragedy in the story as we see each of the Moonstone family members' inner demons and doubts and fears, and there's a bittersweet ending that in many ways bothers me. I don't want to reveal the entire story, as I did with the last Booktober entry on the Fantastic Four, because if I give away the ending, it really defeats reading the story at all. As far as it being that original, because a lot of people like to praise Mark Millar for his originality, this isn't. This is clearly Millar taking tropes and characters from DC, such as John Constantine and Zatanna, from the DCU and reimagining them. Obviously, Leonard Moonstone, the leader of the group, is Giovanni John Zatara. Reagan Moonstone is Constantine. Cordelia Moonstone is Zatanna. And the other Moonstone brother is the unnamed twin brother of Constantine, who was stillborn in the DCU, which is why this character is used the way he is in the story. I'm not going to say the other Moonstone brother or what happens to him, because, again, it will spoil the whole book for you. Certain other characters are clearly derived from Madame Xanadu, not Madame Albany. That's a different persona he's tapping into. The villains of the piece, Albany and their cohorts, are actually more geared towards Morrison's Doom Patrol villains. But yeah, I was constantly making connections and comparisons between these characters and other stuff from the DCU. And if I'm doing that, that means your characters aren't strong enough to make me care about your story. Olivier Coipel does a very nice job with the art, really. I don't really have any complaints about his work, technically. There are some scenes that Millar obviously requested in the story that really are not necessary in any way, and they're just gratuitous nudity, sex, and gore as far as I'm concerned. But, if they want to do that and make their TVMA thing for Netflix, I guess that's fine. I'm not going to say the story was bad, because it wasn't. It's enjoyable for what it is. But really, it's not all that much different from Tommy Gun Wizards, a.k.a. Machine Gun Wizards from Christian Ward, which I reviewed when it came out from Dark Horse, also in 2019, it turns out. So that was like back in season 2, I was reviewing it. And frankly, Christian Ward's book was more interesting because instead of recycling DC characters of his own, he made the more real world and had Elliot Ness and Al Capone and others dealing in outlawed magic instead of prohibition booze restrictions in the Tommy Gun Wizards book. But I know, Mark Millar is one of the fandom's golden children. So anyway, it's there. I recommend it for mature readers because the nudity and the gore and the sexual scenes. I give it a rating of 3 of 5 stars. And there's the book. And, nothing like having the whole Moonstone family just levitating up in the middle of the air up by top of the buildings when you're supposed to be making sure that nobody sees you and you're hiding all your abilities, Really good cover idea there, guys, but, whatever. There are some interesting characters. There's Madame Albany and her eclectic crew. They look a little bit spookier than the rest of the wizards who look like they kind of look like they're 18th century Victorians, but the one brother lost his daughter because he left his wand out where she could use it, and she used it to try and impress her friends with magic, and it exploded, and she died. So that's kind of part of the tragedy, and that's we're going to get into all that. If I say much more than that, the story will be ruined. But here's one of the cool villains. It looks like one of the Marquis, sort of. Smart idea not to put the crow's mask on him and just a slate face, so that Guy Davis didn't sue him for doing the Marquis. But that's an interesting character villain. There's a few other villains in here that are interesting to look at as far as the designs go. But generally, there again, there's the Marquis and Madame Albany again. As you can see, plenty of gore there. The whole body's like torn asunder and stuff. That's not, at least it's all kind of covered in red there. But imagine if that was done in a film. It'd be quite interesting. But overall, it's not bad. Like I said, it's middle of the road. Yeah, so that's that. Now tomorrow, or actually later tonight, about 10 p.m. It's. Oh, okay. We're going to do tomorrow's book first. Okay, tomorrow's book will be Sunday at 1:30 p.m. It'll be Not As We Know It. It's a children's novel about two kids that have an alien in their bathtub. And we'll see what that's about tomorrow at 1:30. And then tonight at 10 p.m., I know it's a little bit late, but I have to run it that late because I've got other things I'm going on. I have to go run errands and do some other stuff. So at 10 p.m. tonight, we'll be talking about Stranger Things seasons 1 and 2. I know I'm a little bit late on that as well, as far as coming late to the party on that particular series. But it's an interesting thing to look at, and hopefully the people who have watched it and will watch with or talk with me and share their memories of it. So that'll be tonight at 10 p.m. And the forthcoming week, starting Sunday, again, Not As We Know It by Tom Avery, will be at 1:30, and then we'll do a live drawing later in the afternoon on Sunday after the Booktober. On Monday, we will have Booktober Day 18, which will be 2 books, Captain Marvel times 2 by Kelly Thompson and pals. Tuesday will be Paranormal by Dan Christensen. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we will do Booktobers, but I haven't decided which books I'm reviewing yet. Thursday, we will also have What Did You Get This Week? In other words, what books came in the mail and what did I buy from my comic shop. And then Saturday next week will be, again, another Booktober and another movie talk night. And that'll be a big movie night because we're going to be talking about a bunch of different old classic horror films next week. So that's next week's schedule. Lots of stuff going on. So if you enjoyed this video or you think others might, please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to continue to get content from this channel. As always, I thank you for your support. If you want to reach me, I'm at Facebook at Lewis.BrightRaven, at Twitter at LewisBrightRave2. You can see some of my artwork at deviantart.com/BrightRaven. You're watching Quoth the Raven, Lewis Brightraven, exclusively on YouTube. If you want to ask questions or commission artwork or make some comments about the video or that you don't want to share in the comment section below, Quoth the Raven LBR72@gmail.com is the email address to reach me at. And if I don't get back to you within a reasonable time, try lewisbrightraven@yahoo.com. We'll see you later this evening, 10 p.m., when we talk about Stranger Things. Until then, have a good day.